Can you win a game of PUBG with just a pistol? I think we know the answer is yes, you definitely can, but it's not going to be easy. That was my first attempt. It didn't go well at all. Close range M416 versus pistol isn't exactly what I was looking for, but after watching the kill cam I realised that I'd left him on about 10 HP, so I'm not sure if that's upsetting or positive. Either way, we're doing a challenge today. Pistols only. I jumped straight back into another game and I thought I'd land at Rozhok here, thinking that there would be quite a few people, but I saw maybe 2 guys. I even went for a cheeky pot shot or 2 here and there, as you'll see. Not really sure what I was thinking when I was about to do this. I've got no idea, but you do miss 100% of the shots that you don't take, right? Now, if you want to play the pistol game, I think the ideal choice at the moment is the Glock, otherwise known as the P18C. You can fire it a single shot, but it also goes full auto. It fires very fast. It's like a mini SMG, to be honest, when you're up close and personal. But sadly, early on in the game, I wasn't fortunate enough to find one. So after looting around for a few minutes, I don't just want to camp in this challenge, I want to go and get some kills. It's time to strike. So I moved across to the other side of the road, and just ahead of me a guy's been shooting out of the house. I'm not sure who he's firing at. There must have been someone else around, but where he is exactly, I've got no clue. But for once I was thinking, you know what, I can use the red zone here to my advantage because it's so loud. So I'm waiting until the red zone starts, and then I start to move, use that sound as cover, get in the house, and hopefully he hasn't heard me. Now these sorts of ideas sound great in your head, but then in practice they don't often work. On this occasion, it worked out really well because that thing is just so damn loud. I headed upstairs there, and of course that guy was oblivious to me. Easy kill with the pistol there, but they're not all going to be that straightforward. As it happened, that guy also had a Glock, so thank you very much. Special delivery, I'll take it. So then moved over to the other side of Rozhok because I saw the guy that he was shooting at running away. Annoyingly, I lost him and he found me instead. Hit me then. I was lucky he didn't shoot me in the head because I only had a level 1 helmet. And if one of those shots would have been a headshot, I think I'd definitely be dead. But as soon as he starts shooting, now I know where he is. But I just got to focus on healing right now. Plenty of meds and boosts, so not really an issue. And while I'm healing, I do hear him running up to me. And I think he's made the right move there because he's just assumed that I'm not on full health. Sadly for him, he didn't expect the running Glock headshot. You know, I had the ability to move and hip fire there because I was using a pistol, and a bit of bobbing and weaving worked out in my advantage there. Now I've got to start running for the zone, and arguably one of my most hated places on the map, the field between crossing Rozhok and Pachinki, right next to school. I always usually get into trouble here, and if someone started shooting at me now at long distance, well, the pistol dream, it's over. I've seen the drop coming in ahead of me though, and I'm thinking I'll head for that. Here's the problem, drops attract players, but the risk is it probably will be worth it because they've now got guaranteed level 3 helmets in the drops. I sadly can't use anything that I'm going to find in there though in terms of weapons because I'm doing the challenge. Unsurprisingly, it starts popping off. There are multiple players over there, so I think it's time to just play this smart and patiently. If I catch the last guy looting, then that would be the perfect solution for me. So I'm just waiting now until I think the coast is clear and all of the gunshots have stopped. And there's another red zone coming in. Maybe, again, I could use that to my advantage. Start creeping forward. He was crouched down, probably looting, so that was my time to strike. Thankfully, got the kill there, but if he'd have known I was there, he'd have easily taken me down. So now the spoils of war, time to claim my loot. But at first, I wasn't sure if there were any other players around, so I'm just being a bit cautious. I wanted to make sure that there definitely wasn't anyone here to rip apart my dreams. But after I've confirmed that there isn't anyone around, at least close to me, checked the crate, got myself a level 3 chest armor and a damaged level 3 helmet off one of the guys here. There's just so much loot there. Groza, M416s, Car 98. Sadly, can't use any of it. This is the life that I've chosen. The red zone, bloody noisy, doing its thing. So I've got to back off. And if this red zone kills me, I'm done. Turn the PC off, head outside, take my chances in the real world. Thankfully, I made it out. Got a bit of cover here, and I've managed to survive another red zone for now. So I leave that graveyard of players, head into the new zone, where of course someone's got a lovely line of sight on me there from the hill. I've got a rough idea where it's from, but what am I going to do with a pistol from this distance? So get in the house, get some cover. On the way in, I did see a bike and I thought that maybe I could use that to get to the next zone, because if I ran here, I'm going to be really exposed. And not only was there a guy on the top of the hill, but there's also a guy in the barn next to me. They're trading shots, hitting me, and hopped out of the window. That was my chance, and let's see if we can get this bike up. Seems like the other guy's distracted, and we'll get the hell out of Dodge. The great escape. Now I have to admire the ambition of someone who takes a pot shot at a man driving away on a bike. Didn't get hit, which was fortunate. However, as it turns out, I'm more of a danger to myself. There was just one of those small little dirt lips there, and then, you know, I'm just simply a passenger. One minute I'm driving along happy as Larry, and the next I'm eating the dirt. And I did lose a ton of health there because I wasn't full health to begin with. So now if someone hits me, definitely dead. Worst case scenario. Someone starts shooting at me, of course they do. And I just remember screaming, like, not like this. As soon as I ran into safety though, I knew that I'd made it. The tree there saved me big time. Thanks nature. And thanks to my looting spree earlier, I've got 2 full med kits. I'm not actually in the zone here though, so I just got to med up, get going as fast as I can. I can't really make it go any faster than it does, but then once I've healed, run straight into the zone and see what I can do. And there is a guy right in front of me, so I'm just going to leave him. You know, I didn't want to start shooting at him too soon because I needed to really close that gap, because he could have been rocking a rifle or something, right? And then things start to get very difficult. So while I'm running into the next zone, I just get tagged loads by someone ahead of me. And not only that, I don't know where he is, but I'm completely out in the open. So I keep heading upwards towards the tree line where there's a lot of cover, and just looking around here, trying to spot where this other player is. Can't see anything. Keep heading forward, and that's when I see them. Or at least I see someone. Maybe it's the player that shot at me earlier. Who knows? At this point, I'm going through meds like Skittles, but I'm just trying to keep myself boosted up. And I even get a bit feisty with this guy, you know, just tickling him, trying to tag him up at range. Why not? Try my luck. I can't help but feel, though, that he did slightly more damage to me there than I did to him. But it sounds like he's got a suppressed SKS, and that's nasty, especially when I'm just using a pistol. So it would be suicide really for me to try and 1v1 this guy and go toe to toe with him, because I'm just completely outclassed by that gun. And that's when I get a chance to move down to the right and try and flank around. We get in a little gunfight here. Honestly, I don't think I did much damage to him at all, but he hit me hard then. And at this point, I want to wait for the electric to move in so that that guy's got to push from his position, and maybe I can try and catch him out in the open. I am a little bit concerned with my position though, because I'm really open to anyone who's down the hill, but I don't really have many options here until this other guy is dealt with. But back then, that's where the level 3 vest that I got earlier was really playing a big part, because earlier that guy popped my helmet off, and if I didn't have that level 3 gear, I think I'd 100% have been dead there. But I move, get some cover behind the tree, and I think I spotted both of the remaining enemies. One guy on my right down by the UAZ, and one on the rock to my left. So now I need to play the long con, and I want to wait for these guys to either take each other out and then swoop in to claim the victory, or maybe I'm lucky, neither of them see where I am. And so my plan is just to wait for them to engage each other and then try and mop up afterwards. Fingers crossed that I can either move in when they're fighting, or afterwards hoping that one of them is hurt pretty bad and needs to heal. Because I can't really engage from up here with a pistol, as that would end very badly for me. So I need to close the gap and attack when they're both distracted. They trade shots, but I'm just going to wait here and play this one very, very patiently, just leaning out every now and again to see what's going on. And the guy on the left especially seems to be unconcerned with the fact that there's a third player, i.e. me, that's unaccounted for, and that definitely plays in my favour. I do have quite a problem though with no helmet. I'm max boost and full health, but any shot to the head from an assault rifle, it's game over. Just beginning to get a bit impatient, so I get tempted, run down the hill. It's a 1v1 now, coming up behind the guy. If I just play this smart and wait, close the gap, and there it is. We got the chicken dinner. Pistols only challenge in PUBG. It was a lot of fun. If you enjoyed the video, guys, give me a like. If you didn't, a dislike. Subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you in the next one.